Hey everybody, welcome to NC-17. I'm Josh. That's Alan. Together we are Josh and Alan. Makes no sense, but whatever.
That's true. We are a duo.
Oh yeah. Uh Today's episode, if you can't see by Alan's fantastic
Right.
background,
There we go.
yeah, he's always outdoing me, which is okay. No,
Oh, no, no, no. It's not to outdo. It's just to look as good or not as best.
uh, uh, you look as best and as good.
Thank you. I shaved today, so yeah.
Not me. I've been up doing shows today, so I'm quite showed.
You look showed.
Oh yeah. Uh yeah, if you can't tell, today is going to be NC-17 presents the best action scenes in movies, and I can almost guarantee one of us is going to have a better scene than the other.
I was trying to work on that, but not trying to outdo you, but hopefully they're good.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do have a top 21. I know we said top 20, but I got a top 21 and one honorable mention.
Okay.
But I'm going to let you start it off.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to go back like really classic Charlton Heston film called Ben-Hur.
Oh yeah.
And I'm talking about the chariot race.
Oh yeah.
I mean, great movie, but that chariot race just, I mean, really makes it happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they do look like dummies getting run over, but back in the day, that was like really cool.
Oh yeah.
Crashing
Uh,
into each other, people dying, thumbs up.
Oh
Great
yeah.
action.
No, I agree. So what's funny is like they remade that movie, which was straight garbage.
Yeah, they
Like
did.
the remake didn't even do that scene justice in the remake.
No, somebody must have had a lot of time and a lot of money to blow,
Yeah,
for sure. So that's going to fall into one of those future episodes of what were they thinking?
exactly.
There we go. There we go. That's going to be on the list.
Oh yeah. So speaking of future episodes, we will be doing a what were they thinking episode where we're just gonna be like, what were they thinking making that?
Oh my God, yes, she took the F word right out of my mouth.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And I think we're gonna need a 100 list on that one, top 100.
maybe more than a half hour, but close. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh, I'm gonna start out kind of tame, but a little bit, like more actiony. I'm gonna go with the bus jumping over the broken bridge in Speed. That was a great action scene.
Yeah, they made it. So
Yeah.
that would get really cool.
All right.
Like, was
But
that done in one take? I don't know.
nah, if it was, kudos to them.
Hey, just messing with you.
Oh yeah, no, it's
But
all
it was a
good.
good scene. Very good scene.
Oh yeah. But the reason I say tame is because it wasn't really, like, oh my God, someone's gonna snipe us, or someone's. I mean, they were dealing with a bomb, but
Yeah, can't slow down. And, they just said, what the hell? We got nothing to lose.
oh yeah. But that's my starting point. I'm gonna hit the classics a little bit later.
Yeah, no problem.
But what you got next?
Okay, now I'm going to talk about this movie like twice
Hmm.
today, but the first one going to be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones, the first scene, he's in that cave and getting in there, getting the idol, but the whole time getting out was just, action packed, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
talking the I'm talking about the spikes, the arrows, jumping that, wide open hole, and then, running away from that boulder,
Oh yeah.
and he goes through that web, and it's just really cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, he does all that just to get the idol stolen from him right afterward.
Yeah, I know. He couldn't speak Jovitos, so they took it from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna go to one that we've spoken about, at work and just in general. Helm's Deep, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
I knew it. That's like number three. No, number four on my list. I just watched it the other night, and I'm like, this is going to be a good one to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But great movie, great series,
Oh
trilogy,
yeah.
but that is like the coolest battle.
Oh
And
yeah.
Return of the King is good too. When they're at oh, can't think of the city now. Gondor,
Meanest. Yeah.
the Minas Tirith, but
Yep.
uh without a doubt, Helm's Deep. Really cool.
Oh yeah. So what made, in my opinion, what made that the best like battle action sequence out the entire series was you knew they all weren't going to make it,
Yeah.
but on the same hand, you also knew that they were going to have to do something. The orcs were going to have to do something very powerful to breach the walls of Helm's Deep, and when that one just sacrificed himself and head first, that was probably the epic part of that whole sequence.
So I'm just gonna say this. He was thinking that, okay, Saruman told me that if I sacrifice myself, I'm gonna go to a place where there's 40 female orcs. So I'm gonna carry the torch. I'm gonna go in there, take one for the team, and blow the shit out of that wall. You're
Oh
right. It
yeah.
was very good.
uh I actually give that scene alone a 10. Just that whole sequence was a 10 for me.
Yeah, the whole sequence, and then when the sun rises in the east, you hear Gandalf's voice. It's like, oh, that's right. Here's the Rohirrim. The riders.
Oh yeah.
Great scene. Really
Oh.
cool.
All right, what's your next one?
Okay, mine's gonna be Kill Bill, Volume
uh
One. That whole restaurant fight scene.
oh, the Crazy 88s.
Crazy 88s, that's right. And just the way they're screaming and shaking their heads and their hair is flopping. And she's in the Bruce Lee outfit and all that music and just really cool action stuff.
Oh
Really
yeah.
cool.
So far everyone you've named and is on my list.
All right, cool. See, we're thinking alike.
Oh
Did you
yeah.
put in her on there?
Ben-Hur was my number 21.
All right. That's your honorable mention. Cool.
Oh no, my honorable mention is Home Alone. That whole
Uh,
that whole in like the third act where they're finally going against Kevin and the wet bandits are just going after each other. That whole last act was phenomenal.
okay. All right. Sorry to ruin the surprise, but
Oh no, you're
cool.
good. You're good.
That's cool. I also like the one in Lusty, New York,
Oh yeah.
where that tool chest come down the stairs,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's like, "What was that? That was the sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs."
I like that was good, but I also like when Kevin's on a roof and he's throwing bricks down. He's like, "Harry."
Eat brick. Yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what you got, man?
All right. I know I'm stealing this off of your list. It's got to be on your list. It's on everyone's list. The city shootout in Heat.
The bank robbery. Yep,
Yes.
that was like number 6 on my list.
Get the fuck out of here. That was number 4 on mine.
No, 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 no. Yeah, Heat. That's I'm going to say they kind of got that from the actual shootout in LA
Oh yeah.
years back. Those guys, they had all the Kevlar on, AK-47s. I'm pretty sure that's where they got that idea from.
Oh yeah.
That's why it was so cool.
Yeah.
You know, you got Val Kilmer, Robert De Niro backing each other up, laying down suppressive fire as they're moving up. Too bad
Oh,
about Tom Sizemore,
yeah.
but that was a cool scene too.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
want to give it away for anybody that hasn't seen it.
Well, if they haven't seen it, they've been living under a rock.
That's right. Get out, go see it, rent it, something.
Oh yeah. What you got next?
I've got uh, Mad Max Fury Road. I went a week before my birthday, May 17th. I went and saw that. And I got to say, great movie all throughout. But that whole like 20, 30 minute scene at the end was just awesome.
Oh yeah,
The action. I know it's a lot of CGI, but still, what movie isn't these days?
that's very true.
But I gotta say that that whole scene, that whole time was just awesome. I was on the edge of my seat, trying to contain myself in the theater. It was like, oh, loved it.
Oh yeah. Uh, Next one I have, probably not a lot of people have seen it, but I mean, it's out there. But it's a movie called The Raid. It's where these police officers are going into this rundown apartment building trying to get this drug lord, but every floor is a different line of like this guy's henchmen, and they're trying to go through it, and the police are outnumbered. But there wasn't just one scene of the whole movie, so I just put the whole movie because it's action from beginning to end.
Yeah, there are a lot of movies like that.
Oh
Now,
yeah,
I forgive me for saying this, but I haven't seen The Raid. I don't
oh
know
yeah.
why, I just never did.
It's
But
good.
I'll take your word for it because you're the master. So,
I wouldn't say the master, but go ahead. No, just playing.
all right, I'm
uh,
gonna go Road Warrior.
oh yeah.
Mel Gibson, 82, I think that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's going to be like the last scene of the movie, the whole chase from the compound to the very end where it crashes. I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
get some great stunts, and you had some actual stuntmen injured, broken
Yeah.
arms, legs, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
They're a credit to their craft to get that scene done.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really cool. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, let's take a minute and talk about like that whole franchise. Road Warrior was good. Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, good. Fury Road, good. Furiosa, what were they thinking?
yeah. I mean, I give it credit. There were some scenes in there that was cool, but I wasn't really impressed with it.
Yeah.
You know, I really liked the Fury Road, but not too impressed with Furiosa.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like the character, but that whole movie, it just, you know,
Oh yeah.
like I said, it didn't go to the theater, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Some money.
Uh, right.
Yeah,
uh, the beginning battle action scene in Saving Private Ryan.
that's on my list too, brother.
That's my number two.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I got to like number 11 or 12, I think, but yeah,
Uh, but that whole sequence is next to that show, The Pacific and Band of Brothers. I think this is the most realistic telling of like stuff like that that's happened.
yeah. I think I told you about my older brother and I going to see it,
Yeah,
and we actually got to talking afterwards that that's what our grandparents went through, our grandfathers,
yeah,
both on my mom's side, and they never really talked about the war, but we actually got a glimpse of how realistic to us, that looked. So they weren't there on D-Day, but the whole war, after that, we got a glimpse of what they went through. So to
uh,
me, that was powerful, really
oh yeah.
powerful.
It also showed the emotion of like people in that time because it's like once those gates came down, it was some of them weren't even making it off the ships.
No, some of them drowned,
Yeah,
when they went overboard. The other thing too is you got to realize um, they were just like teenagers,
yeah,
like barely hair one on their chin,
oh yeah,
you know, and they sacrificing their lives for our country, and going through that, yeah, it was hell. Hell, I'd be scared shitless too.
oh yeah.
What
Look,
I'm sorry, but what really got me now that I'm thinking about it is you hear them yelling out for their mother
yeah,
as they're lying there dying. It was
oh
just
yeah,
really emotional and powerful.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
good one. Good
one of
movie.
the oh yeah, one of the things about that movie is so the director and the actors they all wanted to portray it as if it was like really happening at that moment. I
Yeah,
mean, little details all the way down to Barry Pepper, who was their sniper, had the bruise on his thumbnail. They
yeah,
used to get that in real life.
yeah.
it's little things like that that people don't really take the time out to really look for, and I'm like, that to me shows art to the, I mean, dedication to the art.
Yeah, it's like attention to details.
Yes.
Really cool.
Oh yeah. All right. What's your next one?
Okay, I'm gonna say like both Top Gun movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Top Gun, the original, like the first one, really loved.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't real crazy about Maverick, but a lot of the action scenes, the flying scenes, when they both get shot down, him and Rooster,
Oh
and
yeah.
then they get that actual F-14 that he's flown before, and all that all that flying sequence. I mean, that was a really good action scene to me. Funny
Oh
as
yeah.
hell too,
Yeah.
that whole time. But yeah, really good.
So with Top Gun, I agree. I wasn't so into Maverick. I mean, I get it why they wanted to do it and all that, but
Yeah,
to me, Top Gun kind of belongs in the, I won't say a league of its own, but it belongs in some of the, like, if you got a greatest action list movie, bam, greatest drama, bam. So it belongs in different lists. But I do,
aerial combat too. You can, there's other movies out there that we could do an aerial combat
oh yeah,
kind of thing. But
oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's really good. You
yeah.
know,
Uh, you're gonna kill me.
oh boy, no, you're gonna say
Uh,
it.
I am going to go the Office shootout where John McClane had to run across the glass.
I got it
That's
too. I
uh
put it in there.
best
I
Christmas
had to
movie
because
ever.
look, it's in my background.
You're right, and
You
it's
know,
the best Christmas movie ever.
oh, see, that's where you fucked up there. You shouldn't have said that. We're talking action scenes. We ain't talking Christmas. God.
But to be honest, like watching that movie, I mean, there was different scenes that was kind of like, what can I put on there? I mean, you got the body flying out of the building, okay, out the window. That was a good action scene. You got the scene where he's running through the boardroom after they shot in
Oh, the
the,
glass.
yeah, I mean, like the elevator scene. I mean, everything was good,
Yep.
but that scene where he's got to run barefoot across the glass, to me, super, like that was the best scene of the whole movie.
The Christmas movie you keep talking about?
Yes.
Did it
Yeah,
give
I'm
you
glad
a
you
bunch
say
of
it's a
Christmas
Christmas movie.
spirit? Did it fill you with the Christmas spirit?
Yes, it did.
Jesus Christ.
So
Okay,
for
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The office shootout where he's under the table and he shoots through. That was just really cool.
oh yeah,
But I also like the one where him and Carl are like kicking the shit out of each other.
oh yeah,
You
oh
know?
yeah,
And then he hangs him with the chain and he just slides down the rail. And I was like, that was cool.
oh
I
yeah.
wasn't thinking it's a Christmas movie when I'm watching it, but it was cool. You see this face, people? Oh, sorry.
This is
Sorry. I had a moment.
it's okay.
You're you recruit people at work and it's like you had to bring it up today. Ah. All right, here's a plug for NC-17.
All right. Here's one too.
Cool.
Actually,
Wait a minute, whose turn is it now?
the shirts are available for purchase. Just leave us a message. Well, leave me a message. Shirt size you need, and we can come over prices and how to get it to you and everything. So,
Yeah, one thing
so
we won't do, we're not going to put Christmas lights on
no,
them.
only if it was a
See where
Die
I'm
Hard
going?
shirt.
Yeah, right. Fuck, man.
What?
Whose turn is it? Mine or yours?
Your turn.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go Spartans
Oh,
300.
oh yeah.
I'm going to say all the fight scenes, but I know it's like all CGI. Again, sorry for bringing that up,
No, it's
but
cool.
it's just the slow mo, the action, the blood splatter, like really cool. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
they got some ugly creatures in there.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just talking about the Spartans. I'm just talking about like, other creatures and their blades and their blades on their arms, and it just that's messed up, but that was cool.
Oh yeah. Uh, I have one on here, but I'm going to mention near the end because it has something to do with what we're going to talk about later.
Okay.
So I'll leave that one for later. But I am going to go the prison scene where they break out Rorschach and Watchmen was phenomenal.
Yeah, I actually saw the Watchmen movie, and I thought that was really cool too.
I mean, so the guy who played Rorschach, who was in prison, also
Jackie
played
Earl
for
Haley.
yes, he
Yeah,
he also played Freddy Krueger in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that movie because that movie was what were they thinking kind of.
Okay, but the very first movie I ever remember seeing him in was Bad News Bears with Walter Matthau,
Yep.
the original.
Oh yeah.
Kelly, his name was Kelly in that movie. He
Yep.
rode a Harley.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent there.
Oh yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
All right, brother.
It's your turn. What you got for me?
Oh yeah, Baby Driver.
Oh,
The beginning, the very
yeah.
first driving scene. The
Oh
whole
yeah.
music in his ears, and he's just, I mean, he is on the ball. It was
Oh
like
yeah.
really cool. Good
Oh
movie
yeah.
too, but that first driving scene was awesome.
Hell yeah. You know.
That's all I got on that one.
Oh. uh. So with Baby Driver, so I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
same here.
then my wife was like, well, let's go see it. I was like, oh, all right. We ain't. It was either that or Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and Baby Driver one. So
Good choice.
I mean, I saw
Baby
the other two
Driver.
because my wife wanted to go see it, but uh,
Zombies in a period piece. That sounds cool.
it was interesting. So I'm gonna say,
Just like Abraham Lincoln killing vampires.
yeah. uh, but yeah, with Baby Driver, when we went to see it, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I was too. It turned out to be a good movie. I was like, I'm glad I watched it.
Oh yeah. Uh, well, with sticking with the pictures you have on your awesome background there, I'm
Okay.
going to go when they with John Wick in part one, but you can literally choose any of the scenes in John Wick movies. But in
Yeah.
part one, after they had done what they'd done to John Wick, and then they send the group there to take out John Wick. Yeah, that whole scene was just like, yep,
Oh, in his house.
oh yeah,
Oh, definitely. I mean, we could we couldn't do enough John Wick shows.
no,
I'm telling you that right now. But
oh yeah,
that first movie getting me into the John Wick franchise, that, and then when he was in the I'll just call it the oh man, not the bar, but the place where he found the guy that killed his puppy.
oh
Oh, the red circle.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. All that action, and people are still dancing like, hey, what's going on? Oh, people just dying. No
oh
problem.
yeah,
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 that was another good scene in that movie.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So little tidbit about that. So Keanu Reeves, when he got the script for John Wick, didn't know none of the stuff he knew in the movie. So he literally had to learn all that stuff and how to, reload the gun real quick, how to do this and how to do that, and be so
Proficient.
yes that he said in interviews that he's broken his bones just in training for that. And then when they were filming, he still had the broken bones.
Right.
I'm like, that's crazy.
I mean,
Dedication to the art.
yep, dedication to the art. That's right. Okay, I'm gonna go Star Wars. Well,
Uh,
it wasn't a Star Wars movie. Rogue One, final battle scene
oh yeah,
on the planet and above the shield generators.
oh yeah,
All those different ships just battling it out, and on the surface. Uh, wasn't real crazy about the movie,
yeah,
but that whole action scene, I thought did it justice.
oh
It
yeah,
redeemed it. You
yeah,
know, but
oh
yeah,
yeah.
cool.
The only time you will ever hear me mention a superhero movie, unless it is indeed Watchmen, I'm going to say Avengers Endgame, the whole battle scene at the end.
Yeah, that was one really cool action scene. Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I'm talking even like once they blew up the building and they found out Thanos was there, all the way to all the heroes coming back to Thanos and all. I mean, there was not one thing about that scene that was a letdown.
No, not at all. I mean, I wasn't trying to do like any hero movies, like
Yeah.
Marvel or DC because there's a lot of them and you really can't choose one scene. But that was cool.
Oh
I
yeah.
really like that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going through some good ones here.
All right. So I'm gonna go non-Marvel. Uh, you familiar with the movie Flight
Yep.
with Denzel Washington?
Oh yeah.
That whole beginning, that's what I'm talking about. The inverted plane landing. It was just it kind of caught my breath. I was like, whoa, like what just happened?
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I mean, I know for sure if I was in that plane, I would have shit myself. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Uh, funny story. So me, my wife, and one of our friends, when that movie first came out, we went to the theater to see it. And you know me, I'm a goofball. I try to make people laugh all the time.
Right.
So at the beginning, when they were in a hotel room and it showed her with declothed, I went over to my wife. Was like, "Oh, I'm ready to go." But still, got some chuckles out of some people that were around us. But
There
uh,
we
but
go.
but not to take away from that movie. That whole sequence. It
Yeah, he
should
was.
be on this list.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could see his struggle. He saved a lot of people, but yet he shouldn't have got on that plane.
Oh
He
yeah,
was drunk,
yeah,
kind of thing. So
oh
yeah,
yeah.
powerful movie. Okay.
Uh, so I'm going another Denzel movie.
All right.
The store fight scene at the end of the first Equalizer.
Yeah. Kind of like that Home Depot kind of store.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really cool.
that was
Can't
good.
believe I didn't put that one down. But all right.
uh, I mean, to be honest though, like to see Denzel at the age he's at now, starting to pick up the action scenes. I mean, that says something to his body of work because his earlier stuff was mostly all drama or comedy or stuff like that. But
Yeah.
the fact that he was at that age and he was like, you know what, sign me up for it. And this is one of the occasions where I do think that no one else could have pulled that off.
Right. So I was just thinking that, like, could you name one other person, that's as good or better of an actor, his age that could have pulled that off?
Mm-mm.
No, I couldn't either. So yeah, it was a great pick, for him to play the Equalizer. Really good.
Oh
A lot different from the TV show, I'll tell you that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You got that on DVD?
Yep, I got the entire series on DVD and Blu-ray. I got all the movies on DVD and Blu-ray. Yeah, I'm a
Any
freak.
autographs?
No, no
Oh,
autographs.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll let that one go.
Yeah. So we got about 10 minutes left.
All right.
Uh, we'll
Um,
each name one more, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna about the show we're gonna do eventually.
all right. Oh man, so I got to pick one out of this.
Yep.
Uh, uh, okay. I'm just gonna go King Kong taking on those three T-Rex creatures.
Oh yeah.
The Peter Jackson King Kong.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was like really cool. Kind of like those scenes were like taking my breath away
Oh
because
yeah.
she's getting flipped around, caught. He's breaking jaws and ripping jaws apart. On the T Rexes.
Oh yeah.
I was rooting for King Kong the whole time.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna mention my one that is gonna go leading into what we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
Casino Royale, the entire Madagascar chase scene.
Yeah.
That was, in my opinion only, the best Bond thing for the new age that you could have ever filmed.
Yeah, I mean, for Daniel Craig to start off in a scene like that, in a James Bond film, that was awesome.
Oh
A
yeah,
foot race. Come on, that
oh yeah,
was cool.
yes it was. So speaking of James Bond, we will be doing. I'm trying to pull it up here because I don't want to say it wrong. We will be doing a episode on James Bond, and it's going to be covering the rights to James Bond being bought by Amazon.
Amazon, yep.
Uh, so when we do this episode, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be next week's episode or just a future episode, but
Yeah.
when we do this episode, we're going to dig deep into why this is happening. But we're also going to kind of give our remarks on who's been the best Bond or what's been the best Bond movie.
Oh yeah, best Bond car.
Oh yeah, best
Um,
Bond villain.
yeah, villain, gadget.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Uh,
we want to
it,
get into the women.
you know what? We're going to be fair, so we will. Yes,
Okay, all right, sounds
because
cool.
some of them were good looking, and some of them were before my time. So I'm just going to go with the good looking ones.
Oh boy. Okay. So,
But yeah, no. The thing I want everyone who's going to see this episode, which trust me is going to be quite a few people.
oh,
I
good.
want everyone to know that we don't shy away from anything movie related.
Okay.
So, we here at NC-17, and this includes Lisa too, we all have the utmost respect for the industry. We all have the utmost respect for the individuals who are in the industry, but most and foremost, we are respectful to the audience because we are also part of the audience.
Yeah. That we're going to be honest to our audience. We're going to talk about the art of the movie, um, anything to do with the movie, inside and out.
Yes.
I
Uh,
agree with that. Yep.
there's some topics we will never cover, even if it is movie form, just for the simple fact we don't want to be those people. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know, uh, but we also want to show an art or a respect for the art of just technology, which as of today is what pretty much covers all the action scenes, all the graphics in movies, unless you do the like practical effect.
Right.
You know, uh, I do again want to give a shout out to Sherry Wells, who happens to be Alan's wife.
Yep.
She does his background, which is always awesome. Uh, Hopefully, at some point, we can get her on a show just so we can show the appreciation we have for her.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I have talked to her about it. So yeah, we will do it one day.
Uh, and for Alan's sons, thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting your dad. And thank you for just being the good people that you guys are.
Oh, thank you so much, Josh.
You're
Appreciate that.
welcome.
Hey, and I just want to say to your wife, Lauren, even though her and I share a birthday, I found
Mm-hmm.
this out last week. I want her to know that we share a birthday with Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's a Bob Dylan fan, but I thought I'd just bring that up and say, hey, we got a
uh,
celebrity on our birthday.
she's a Bob Dylan fan, just not my Bob Dylan imitation.
Well, I hope I never see it.
That being said, you're probably going to hear it Monday.
Oh, thanks. I like your Cheech and Chong. I don't know about your Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I don't know about my Bob Dylan either, but still. uh, I do want to take this time out though because Lisa has not been on the show lately. She's not leaving the show. She's not left the show. Uh,
I'm not replacing her.
no, but
No,
I want Lisa to know that outside, because you and Lisa haven't met yet.
no, we haven't.
Yeah, but I want Lisa to know she is my sister and I love her to death. And buy her book, This Just In, a zombie novel on Amazon. Shameless plug, but whatever. I want her to know that there's no NC-17 without her. She chose to stick with me when she didn't have to. And the fact that she was open for, you joining us. I mean, this is what we want. We want cohesiveness in the community, and not just for our show, but for all shows. So if you're a podcaster, actor, director, writer, musician, special effects person, anybody who sees this, if you want to be seen on the show, just send us a message. I've done like 20 shows this week. You're probably getting sick of me. That's fine. I'm going to keep doing them.
Who could get sick of that face?
Oh, yeah. My wife. No, I'm just playing.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Well, I mean, only when I do and say stupid shit, which is 99.9% of the time.
Maybe like every show you do sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, like Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Oh, you are. Oh, all right. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it nice.
uh,
I'll have my day.
we got 2 minutes left. Alan, is there anything you want to get off your shoulders, off your chest, just anything out there?
Yeah. We are gonna do a Die Hard show. Not sure when. So if you want to keep voting, yes or no, Christmas movie,
Yes.
I'm okay with it. But just know I'm gonna have my day. My day and time on that show. I'm going to have you're going to hear my thoughts on that. So it's not a threat. I'm just saying. Any chance he gets, he can bring it up. He brings it up.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never bring up Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Oh, bullshit. You know that. That if you were Pinocchio, it'd be like taking up the whole screen, dude.
Believe it or not, my right hand to God, one of my friends who voted, who actually did believe that it or does think that it is a Christmas movie, was like,
Mm-hmm.
when you guys do that show, just know I'm going to be paying attention. I was like, the whole community is paying attention right now. So
I don't know if we want to do it live, sitting next to each other, because
I don't want to die that day.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to end anybody's life force. I know there's certain words you can't say on here. I'm just gonna say end that person's life force. Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
got some.
All right. So we're about to sign off. I just want to say, Alan, thank you for being NC-17 with us. And until next time, stay NC-17.
Thank you, brother.